Hey gang, before this episode starts, I'd like to say that it is sponsored by Urban, the app and web-based way for you to book wellness treatments, such as massage, manicures and pedicures, facials and osteo services, and have them delivered to your door and provided by trained practitioners in your own home, office, or hotel room. If you go back to episode 62 of tikichris Talks, you'll hear my experiences using Urban and booking their services. I loved it. And you'll also hear there's a special promo code to get 15% off your first booking with Urban, and that is TIKIPOD, TikiPod. And to find out more, you just need to go to urbanmassage.com or look for them at I Am Urban Strong on Twitter and urban.strong on Instagram. So that's TikiPod, 15% off, urbanmassage.com. Do yourself a favor. You're going to love it. I had one of the best massages of my life thanks to Urban. All right, now here's the episode. Hey guys, this is Chris. I am back and I am in Camden Market. I'm actually in the grocer and having a coffee here with Matthew Gregson-Jones. And he is the founder of Roadkill. We're going to find out what that is and what makes it so great. So, hey Matthew, hi.
Hi, how are you doing, Chris?
Good. So, briefly, what is Roadkill?
Roadkill was set up out of the idea of street food markets. Because we're side of the road, the animals have been killed. What we wanted to do is bring quality to a market setting.
Okay, you have a very basic menu that's very beef focused.
We are beef focused presently. We've got an amazing supplier, Charles Ashbridge from Taste Tradition, up in North Yorkshire, and I think it was better to focus on one thing, get it right in the beginning, and then we can expand from there.
Okay. And so we're here in Camden Market. I got here a little earlier, was walking through the market. It is huge. So how specifically would you tell people to find your stall?
We're actually based within the Stables Market,
okay.
Which is the north yard of Camden Market. So it's signposted everywhere along. We've chosen this location specifically because this was the end of the market, which wasn't previously developed as the rest of the market.
Yeah, right.
It wasn't known for food, but what they are trying to do here at Camden is focus more on the food aspect within the north yard. There were lots of old stalls here before. Some of them worked, some of them didn't, but there was no focus on real quality before, like there is now.
Okay. And speaking of that, like I said, I was walking through. I noticed there's a lot of street food options here. There are a lot of burgers within a very small radius and burger type food. So why would someone go to Roadkill rather than anywhere of these other places?
We are a premium butcher and grill. We take in all of our animals. All of our animals are Dexter beef. Okay. They've all been hung for 35 days and they're dry hung. What we do is they're delivered to us. We break them down into the specific cuts every day and we make our own burgers.
So you do the butchering on site, am I correct about that? Okay.
Yeah, every morning, 7 a.m.
Wow.
So the bodies are delivered, we break it down into the individual cuts. The cuts that we require for the burgers, we break them down and we make every single burger on site every morning.
Very nice. Okay. But not just burgers, you do steaks as well.
We do, right? Steaks, yeah.
Okay.
So from the rib loin and fillet that we have delivered, it's broken down into the 6 cuts. What we try not to do is we don't differentiate between the cuts themselves. We don't have a differing price structure. We want to utilise everything off the animal. So that there's no wastage and everybody gets to try a specific cut they may well not normally get to try. A fillet is usually very, very expensive, but by treating it as a meat cost rather than individual cuts, everybody's available to eat everything.
And what's a fillet cost at Roadkill?
$12.50 with fries, with beef dripping fries.
That sounds pretty reasonable to me.
It's 8 ounces. Anywhere else in the country, if you went to a restaurant, for instance, you'd be paying £30 plus for it.
Probably something like that. Yeah. Sure. Okay, and it's not just Camden though. You got some big news that just recently came your way, right?
We certainly do. Yeah, we've actually agreed a deal in principle to take a butchery and a restaurant up in Walthamstow Village.
My neck of the woods. Very exciting.
Yeah. Well, hopefully you'll be joining us very soon.
Yeah.
The butchery is essential to what we're trying to do. Obviously, with the more stalls that we open and the more restaurants and the wholesale side as well that we're going to be looking to go into, the butchery will serve as the starting point for everything. We will take in entire bodies of the cows, pigs, everything, break them down on site, and then we'll populate each individual stall and restaurant from one central butchery. So that's very exciting. The idea behind having the restaurant right next door to the butchery is we can do specials every single night of the week, and we can offer the same great quality that we do on all of our food stalls within a restaurant setting also.
Okay, well that's exciting. So when you start the butcher shop in Walthamstow, you're going to be doing pork as well?
It's everything, so poultry, game, pork, lamb and beef.
Okay, so full on
everything.
And that's going to be the same farm you'll be sourcing from?
No, we deal with individual farmers. So our pork provider is Mark, a great guy from Dingley Dell, and he's based in Suffolk.
Okay, great. Suffolk pork.
It's incredible, and what he actually does is he's been breeding for the last 12 to 15 years, Duroc pigs with landrace pigs. So what he's trying to do actually is bring back the fat content within pork and also breed back in the pink into the meat, because supermarkets have bastardised the product and it's just white meat now as pork. So what we're trying to do is get more flavour back into it with the fat aspect, obviously, and we'll have some beautiful marbling, and it already does. Some pink back into the meat. He supplies, funnily enough, our bacon for everything, so it's all beer and treacle cured bacon from these pigs. So it's an incredible product already, and like I said, we meet every individual farmer, and they agree to work with us very kindly, and hopefully we do it justice on the stall and in the restaurants.
Well, that's great. Well, I can vouch for the bacon. I had it on your cheeseburger. That's why I came back here. And to go back to Dexter, I think that's an ideal meat for burgers particularly, but for people that might not be familiar with the term, what is Dexter?
Dexter's a breed of cattle. It's, there's not a great many number of them. So we've got to be very limited in what we can actually do. We're very lucky in the fact that our farmer Charles Ashbridge has agreed to produce it for us at the moment. Now, to the best
of
my...
It's a British breed.
It is, yeah. It is.
Quite small.
It is. It's smaller, but what it gives is a consistency of side across all of our products. So the fillets, the sirloins, so we know exactly what we're going to be getting. In general terms, every single time it comes, it gives continuity to the customer. We can continue to offer the same product. They're reared in exactly the same way and all from the same area. With the burgers, because there are very few of them, to the best of my knowledge, and according to Charles and to James of Taste Tradition, we're the only people currently saying that we can actually provide a 100% Dexter burger every time, and that's within this store. We're not silly enough to think that we're going to be able to go out en masse with it in all of the stores that we start. But for this specific store, it's specialist to here at the moment.
So you definitely intend to scale this concept?
We've got 3 under contract already for stalls. What we'd like to do is incorporate more offerings though. So within Camden, we will start to bring in pork shortly. Because as soon as we've gotten to grips with the size of the space, which is only 147 square feet, we've worked it out. We believe we can introduce pork dishes in the same way that we have done beef.
Okay, wow, that's impressive.
Thank you.
So, where did this idea come from in the first place?
I've had dalliance with butchery before and restaurants, but it was when I was working back over in Hong Kong and I saw the street food scene there. And I visited one place called Tim Wan Ho, which is just a noodle van. And the more I read about it, we noticed it had a Michelin star.
So not just a noodle van.
No, it's a Michelin starred noodle. But it's just the incredible amount of work that you can do in a confined space. And we've worked with small kitchens before, but by negating the necessity for front of house linen, knives and forks, plateware, all of those things, and staff for that instance, what we've done is been able to produce the same restaurant quality just in a takeaway setting. And I think that's most exciting. We're in a market, there's huge footfall, and you're going to reach people that you would never normally reach within a restaurant setting. It's a transient community, but hopefully what we're trying to push out is the fact that locals will be able to utilise us as well. And if you
Great.
can come here for a great burger or a steak or even pork at a later date, that's going to be quite exciting for us. We're a community-based business. That's what we want to be.
Brilliant. Very, very nice. Well, you're starting to make me hungry. So and hopefully listeners hungry as well. So if people want to find out more, where should they look?
Follow us on Instagram. It's at Camden Town Roadkill.
Okay.
We've also got a website which is under construction at the moment, and that is roadkill.me.uk.
Okay.
And you can see the menus and things, and they'll be ever changing, and it'll also show the imagery from Instagram as well. So if you want to see what your food looks like before you actually come and try it, it's a great way of doing it.
Perfect. Well, thank you for your time, and let's go see what's on the menu today.
Fantastic. Thanks, Chris. Cheers.